Hook It and Cook It. From the catch to the kitchen, it's your front row seat to learn mouthwatering new ways to fix seafood. It's time for Hook It and Cook It.
Welcome to Hook It and Cook It. I'm your host, Frank Willem. Today, we're here to cook redfish with a crab topping and a tropical salsa. And Chef Trey Cowan from the Island View Casino is here to show us how to do it. But before we cook it, we gotta go hook it. I love fishing inshore for redfish. They're fast growers, and in only 3 years, they can grow to 6 to 8 pounds. Spoons, jigs, small live crabs, or even shrimp are a few of the baits that redfish will eat. They're generally found about in the same area as speckled trout. The sight of one tailing near the marsh in search of small crabs or baitfish is sure to get any angler's heart racing. With their red and gold sides, redfish are beautiful fish. Also called red drum, they're close cousins of black drum, but the distinctive black eye spot near their tail make them easy to distinguish from other marsh species. Redfish spawn inshore during the early fall, and a single female lays about 1.5 million eggs per batch. That's a bunch of eggs. With a sea filled with hungry predators, that's what it takes for the species to survive. In the 1980s, Chef Paul Prudhomme was single-handedly responsible for nearly wiping out the redfish population with his famous blackened redfish dish. But a ban placed on catching the species in federal waters, coupled with reduced catch limits inshore, resulted in saving the species. All right, we've caught our redfish, and now we're ready to get it in the pan. Stay tuned to learn how to coat it before we cook it. Now these are farm-raised redfish, so they go out in the fields and they plant these things, and over 6 months they grow these redfish.
Mm-hmm. It takes about 3 or 4 months to get them to living.
I see. And you pick them?
Yes.
Welcome back to Hook It and Cook It. Chef Trey Cowan from the Island View Casino is here to show us how to cook our redfish. And later we'll learn how to make a great tropical salsa. But let's get that fish in the frying pan. Well, Trey, you're going to cook us some farm-raised redfish, as I understand it, and it looks like you're pretty well set up. You ready to go?
Yes, sir, I am.
All right, let's do it.
I will start off with a pre-cut filleted redfish snapper, already been skinned, ready to go.
Is that about 8 or 10 ounces, something like that?
Caught it today.
You personally?
No, I'm just we got it from a great seafood purveyor, and we're going to drop it in this right here and just get a light dust on it, not too much.
All right.
You're going to quickly come in. What we're going to do is add a little bit of lime juice to this to make it have a little flavor to the egg wash.
To the egg wash, okay. And then seasoned flour?
I'm going to drop it in there.
What's that seasoned with?
It's seasoned with a little bit of Zatarain's, flour, a little bit of blackened seasoning, salt and pepper.
Give it a little bite.
And then we're going to get a blend of olive oil. And we're going to add a little butter to it, whole butter to it.
Okay.
To give it that little butter flavor. I like to blend together. It's a nice flavor. Get that going once that gets good melted down.
That's something I've never seen before. That's interesting.
And gives it a good brown coating and gives it a better flavor. Once the pan starts smoking, then that's when you turn your fire down just a little bit and you add your
You don't want to burn the
That's right.
And then is this like extra virgin oil? Does it matter?
It is an extra virgin oil, yes,
right.
absolutely.
Now these are farm-raised redfish, so they go out in the fields and they plant these things, and over 6 months they grow these redfish.
It takes about 3 or 4 months to get them to living.
I see. And you pick them?
Yes.
Seriously, what's to do a farm raised? Is it just so you have sustained supply, or can you taste the difference in them?
Well, if I've got something to see, it's definitely going to taste a little better. It's just the farm raised, they can get them quicker and faster and sell them.
Okay, so it's mainly a supply.
Yes, a supply thing. Yes, sir. Once that gets going, be a moment.
Just a light coating.
So the pan starts smoking, and you want to put the skin side up.
Up, okay. Okay.
Get that going.
And then usually you cook it for what, another 2 or 3 minutes on one side?
Yeah, 3 or 4 minutes till it gets good and golden brown. If it's a thick fish, you'd want to do it golden brown. You can pop it in the oven just to finish it off, so it won't be overcooked from the inside.
Okay.
It'll go slower. You can do any kind of fish like this. Grouper goes good with this. Any type of fish, really.
It's mild, yeah.
Yep. And I like this fish because it's mild, but I like catfish too as well, doing this with the catfish.
Okay. Well, you at Island View Casino now, but you've kind of gotten your spurs at some of the other casinos up and down the coast, right?
Yes, sir, I did. I moved down here in '93 and started working at a place called Aegean Princess. It was a yacht parked behind the Bay St. Louis casino. They didn't have restaurants at that time, and so they parked this little cruise ship right behind it, and I was cooking there, and they decided to put restaurants in the casinos, so they looked up in there and saw me cooking and asked me if I'd like to join a school to get more profession for their casino work. So I said sure. So they sent me to a school. I went to school there and got my degree there, and started working at Bay St. Louis, and then opened up the Biloxi property, Casino Magic. And after I did that, I worked there for about 7 years. After 7 years I worked there, I went to Mayor Mahoney's and Captain's Quarters, opened up Captain's Quarters at Treasure Bay.
Treasure Bay, yeah.
When they did that castle across the street. Opened up that, went there for about a year, and then went to Mayor Mahoney's. Worked there for about almost 8 years, and had an opportunity to work for Island View, which is an awesome place to work. Great people, and started there. Applied as a sous chef there, at a graveyard at a place called C&G's, which is an awesome place to eat. And then I got moved to the buffet. Was there 5 years, and when they opened up the tower, they gave me the opportunity to be the banquet property chef. So yeah, so I started doing that. It's been open for about a year now, going really good. We have a great outlet. Good venue. It holds about 1,000 people.
Wow.
Yeah, all together. We've done Chefs of the Coast there last year, Rattle and Roll. We have a lot of, just a lot of parties and a lot of anniversaries, birthday parties, things like that, that really go well around here. And after we cook the fish, get it good and golden brown.
Okay.
Turn off the heat, and you're going to let this drain. Once you get that good and cooked, we'll just sit it off to the side, let it drain, and then we'll proceed to making the lemon, vanilla, lime Provence sauce.
Sounds like a good plan. When we return, Chef Trey will show us how to make a Beurre Blanc sauce and a tropical salsa. Then we'll put it on the plate. Wow. That looks incredible. That's a lot of crab meat there.
Yeah, everybody likes crab meat.
Yeah, everybody does. Let's get back to the kitchen with Chef Trey. He's about to show us how to make a Beurre Blanc sauce with a tropical salsa. Just sit back and watch a master at work. Now, step 2 is a vanilla Beurre Blanc sauce, and I can smell the vanilla. That is really overpowering. It smells great. So why don't you show us how we do this?
Okay, well, you get the pan very low heat.
Okay.
And
that's for the butter, right? You don't want the butter to, you said to separate.
Yeah, just a little low heat just to get it going, because you don't want to burn it too much. But what you're going to do is you're going to add the white wine.
Okay.
You're going to add the lime with a little lime zest.
Okay.
As well.
And that was freshly squeezed lime.
Okay. Then you're going to add your vanilla extract.
Now, what is the vanilla? What's the purpose of that?
It's just another offset flavor that mixes real good with the lime. The sweet, the lime kind of a bitter, gives it kind of a sweet and sour, but a limey flavor.
Oh, okay.
And it goes good with the butter and the fish as well. Then you let that reduce about halfway till it gets kind of like a syrup.
Okay.
And you want it to be kind of a strong, potent flavor. If you let it not reduced as much, what'll happen, it'll be a runny sauce. It won't, it'll be real loose, and it won't be real creamy. So what you do is let that go down. You can turn it all the way up if you want, just to get it to go quicker.
Just speed it up, yeah.
Speed it up, yeah.
Boy, that smells terrific.
Yeah, it's got a good aroma to it. You're about right there. And the secret of making this Beurre Blanc sauce is to turn the heat off. Do not let it get over 120 degrees. If it does, it'll separate, and it won't look good, and it won't really taste good. All the flavors are not blended in real well. So what you do is you turn it off after you do that high heat reduce. Then you're going to add a little bit of garlic. I like to throw it in right at the end, because I like fresh garlic. I don't like to cook it too much. That heat from the pan will get it just enough to break the aroma enough without burning it.
Okay.
It's a good smelly flavor, and it's fresher. It keeps it fresh. It doesn't reduce all the flavor out of it. And then after that, you're going to add your whole butter. You get your whole butter in there. You want to have your butter at a room temp. It's better to do that. It melts better, It doesn't take as long.
Oh, okay.
And you don't have to use the heat as much to get it to where you need to get it to where it's nice and creamy. And I turn it up a little bit.
For those of us that don't know, Beurre Blanc sauce, you know, what's the origin of that?
Well, the Beurre Blanc, it's a French recipe, and it comes from when they add the butter at the end, so it won't be breaking up. It's just a Beurre Blanc sauce that adds the butter.
Okay.
Once you get that good and creamed up, see, as you can see, it's getting creamy. It's getting a different color.
Oh, yeah.
And you want to add, at the end, I like mixing a little bit of fresh cilantro.
Okay.
And I like to add a little bit of fresh parsley.
Okay.
You want to add that at the end so it won't turn black or brown, and it'll give it a better, fresher flavor.
Nice color, yeah.
So once you get it to that consistency, you'll turn it off. You don't want to get any hotter than that. If it does, it'll break. So you pull it off the eye.
If it breaks, you just start over, is that it?
Yes, you have to start over because you can't bring it back unless you add a little heavy whipping cream, and then you're cheating a little bit. So if you want a true Beurre Blanc sauce, this is how you do it. Once you get that set, then you're going to add your crab meat.
All right. That's
That's
jumbo lump, huh?
Jumbo lump.
That's expensive stuff, huh?
Yes, it is. And it's delicious. And once you get that done, you have your sauce ready to go.
That was basically already cooked, so you're just kind of warming it.
Yeah,
right?
you're just adding to it. You don't want to grab it and mush it up really good because it'll end up breaking up and getting all shredded. You want to keep it as lump as possible. Everybody likes to eat a hunk of crab meat.
Oh yeah,
You know,
for sure.
just like that. So once that's done, we'll start plating the plate.
Well, I guess we're now to step 3. We're going to do the tropical salsa.
Yes, sir.
Is that what's next?
Yes, it's a very fresh, kind of room temperature. You don't want to heat it up and get it hot. And what we're going to do here is we're going to start with a little of honey. Just a teaspoon or so, not much, for a recipe of yielding 3 or 4, just a little tad.
Yeah, that's not much at all, is it?
No, not much at all. It's pretty strong. Then you put your lime juice. And you're going to add fresh chopped red pepper, bell peppers. You're going to add chopped fresh mango, freshly chopped jalapenos,
That's an interesting blend.
freshly chopped red onion, freshly chopped pineapple, freshly chopped English cucumber.
Oh,
You get that, and you just mix that up real good. Get it all good in there. Nice, and get that honey mixed in there to mix with that lime. That lime and that honey is a really good offset flavor. Once you get that done, let's get that to the side.
what we need now is a nice carving to set out in front of you. You've done some of those, haven't you?
Yes, we do vegetable carvings. I do ice carvings at our venue. When they come in to get a banquet, they'll set up some ice carvings if they want them. If they want ice carving, we'll get it for them. We can do vegetable
You
carvings.
actually carve them from big blocks of ice?
Yes, sir.
Wow, I'd like to see that, so I want to shoot that.
And after this, we're going to get the pan hot.
Okay.
We're going to get a nice, good, fresh medley for the side dish. I really don't like doing starch with fish a lot, for just my personal opinion. Just heavy. I like a light side with fish. It's
Okay.
my preference. Then you get the pan real hot. What I've done here, I've already pre-cut all these vegetables. I've got the olive oil in there, I've got the garlic in there, I've got cherry tomatoes in there, I've got broccolini, I've got julienne zucchini, squash, yellow squash.
A little bit
I
of
think that's
everything.
it. Yeah, I think that's about it. Almost everything. Yeah. Music to my ears.
And then how long do you like stir fry this? Is that what?
Yes, sir. You just stir fry it a little bit.
Now, is this one of the things that you won some awards, haven't you?
Yes, sir, I have. I started doing competitions at Casino Magic back in '93 and did real well at a few, won a few ice carving competitions. Won second place at the Chef for the Coast last year.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a nice extra thing to do because a lot of people like ice carvings and it's really pretty. Once you get this good sauteed, you don't have to do it a lot, just enough to get it al dente, which is firm to the bite. You don't want to get real soggy. Once that goes good, we'll turn off the heat.
That looks fresh, I'll say that.
Set it to the side. And then we're going to plate our dish.
Okay.
Come over here and have right there. Okay, once we get there, we just get our fish right here.
So that's maybe what, 3 or 4 minutes, something like that?
Right here, get the broccoli, get it all 3 colors out there.
Oh yeah, it looks great.
Okay, and I get this. Okay. We have a little microgreen. It's some really fresh, crispy like microgreens. They grow. We have different kinds, different flavors. This is kind of a bitter type.
So it's mainly a garnish, or do you?
Yeah, it's called a city green.
Okay.
And then we're going to come over here with our sauce. And we're going to drop it off right here.
Wow. That looks incredible. That's a lot of crab meat there.
Yeah, everybody likes crab meat.
Yeah, everybody does.
Okay. And then we're going to come over here and get our fresh. And drop it right.
So that adds a little kind of room temperature coolness to the heat of the fish.
That's right. Again with a little bit of microgreens. And I like to just go like that.
Voila.
And we are ready to go.
When we come back, Chef Trey plates it up and I dig in. All right, well, I've got to taste it. That's all there's. I'm going to try the fish first here. You got so many things, I can't try them all at the same time, but I'll get a little piece of crab meat here.
A lot of flavor on that plate.
Oh, man. Welcome back to Hook It and Cook It. We've cooked the redfish and we made a vanilla Beurre Blanc sauce and a tropical salsa. It's now on the plate, and you know what that means. I want to taste it, but it looks like a work of art. You did a great job.
Thank you.
Now it's you got all the colors going there and the different textures. I mean that's really awesome. Now, as you said, you've gone for the vegetable approach here for the sides as opposed to starches, because you think the fish being lighter is a better combination. The starches tend to be heavier. Is that correct?
That's right. Sir.
And then as far as a wine pairing, I guess once again a white wine, just any particular type you think would be better?
Dry is better. Sweet with the vanilla would be too much sweet, so we try to do a dry to offset that sweet vanilla flavor with that lime, so it goes real well together, complements each other.
All right, well, I've got to taste it. That's all there's. I'm going to try the fish first here. You got so many things, I can't try them all at the same time, but I'll get a little piece of crab meat here.
A lot of flavor on that plate.
Oh, man. A little bit of sauce there.
And enough food to fill you up.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's actually, you can taste the vanilla flavor, and it kind of tones it down, and you got a little crispy coating there, and you can taste some of the spices in there as well from the seasoned flour.
Great.
That is excellent.
I'm glad you enjoy it.
Let me try a little piece of the veggie here. Now, I guess you could use just about any kind of vegetables for this. You chose the ones you did,
yes.
But it's kind of whatever's available.
Whatever's available, whatever's your taste, whatever's your preference, whatever you like.
It's cooked perfect. Yeah, they're not mushy. It's very, very good. It's a masterpiece. You did good.
Thank you very much.
And they can get this?
They can get this at the Island View at our banquet menu. This is off our banquet menu.
You could have a large crowd order this?
Yes.
Really?
We can do this, but we have plate ups and we also have buffet style. So if they wanted a plate up and they wanted this, they could have this. If they wanted a buffet style, we would have it in a longer pan, laid out in a 200 pan with vegetables on top. Just so that it looks just like this, except it'll be in a larger pan where they can just take a 3-ounce slice instead of a normal 7-ounce, 6-ounce slice.
Well, and you could do this for hundreds of people just like this.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes, sir.
That's amazing. We're going to have a large party there just to go try that out.
Please do. I'd love to see y'all. It would be great.
Great. Well, thank you so much.
You're quite welcome.
Well, you learned how to make redfish with a vanilla Beurre Blanc sauce and tropical salsa, and I'd like to thank Chef Trey Cowan from the Island View Casino in Gulfport, Mississippi for showing us how it's done. And remember, you can find the recipe on our Facebook page or our website. Join us next time for another delicious episode of Hook It and Cook It.